Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Alexander. Today is 1st of March 2023, and this is my chart breakdown for today. Before we begin, someone asked for me to analyze EUR-JPY, so let's go analyze EUR-JPY. So EUR-JPY, I've been analyzing it before. So just looking at EUR-JPY from this standpoint here, let me delete some of these. Okay, so let's begin. I mean, draw this. Nope. Take this out also. Take this out also. Take this out also. Let's check the weekly. The weekly has been bullish for the past 2 weeks. We have a level. Currently where the market is sitting at. We have to go to the daily and see what the daily is doing. The daily is trying to reject from that point. We are seeing lower lows, a low, a lower high, and some sort of break, a retest and a push on the daily. But now we have some type of buyer's exhaustion that closed bearish. So if we have that, let's see if we draw a, okay. So you see we have a trend line there. Let's see if we have one down here. We have one down there. So if this point holds, we might just see EUR come back down here and maybe down there. This is the daily, don't forget that. So H4, what do we see? We see higher low, some type of push here. So this market might push, it might go higher if it breaks. If it breaks this part, then we'll continue pushing it higher. If not, it might break this point here. It might break this point here, and we start to see that bearish resumption of the push. You might see that market push here first, and if it breaks here, then we look at it pushing, going lower. Yep, that's EUR-JPY. Then a recap from Monday, we had AUD USD around here where I said I would only look to take a buy if there was a break of this level. There was one tiny break of that level. You can see it came back down here and I took that buy, which was what I shared yesterday on my Instagram. I also had another entry, but before this market came to trigger it, I closed it. If I had not closed that order, I would have taken that loss before it pushed back. So what do we expect now? Right now, the market is still holding, looking like this level is a strong level. It's a psychological level, 0.6750. That's an area. So we might see a rejection. If it rejects from this part, we might get that break off this point. If not, it might want to push back to this upside, or maybe even go to the next point here, which is, let me drop this one down. So we might just see it come here. If it breaks this part, we might see it come inside this whole area here. So we are still expecting that lower high to form. We are still expecting the lower high to form. So it's just going to be a retracement. We just want to see that retracement, that bullish retracement before we continue selling. If it does not push up, we want to get a bearish signal before we take the market down. USD CHF did not give us a higher low, which I expected. I said I expect a higher low before we continue pushing. On the daily, we now have a 1, 2, 3 setup, a confirmed 1, 2, 3 setup. So what does that mean? We have to come on lower time frame to look for entries. So if we see this market, you can see this is a higher low. This is a confirmed higher low now, this point here. So if we see the market come back down a little bit, then we might look for entries to push the market. We only start to look for sales when there is a break of this level here. EUR USD, I said I was going to be a buyer if there was a tiny break of this level, just almost identical as AUD USD, but there was no tiny break. It just kept pushing, and now I could not capitalize on that. We got a higher low for another push, some type of support that has been broken. So what do we expect? We might expect that resumption of the bearish push. There might be that resumption of that bearish push because there has been a transition on lower time frame from higher lows, higher highs to lower low. So we might get a lower high for a continuation back down. So if that happens, all finance square. So we either expect some type of push a little bit up before continue pushing down, or this market might just continue pushing up. But for now, I expect that transition to low to continue. But if that does not happen, we get a nice, good bullish signal, then we push this market higher. On the daily time frame, it is showing bearish push, a 1, 2, 3 setup, and we might just capitalize on that. And if you remember, I said the bearish push still holds because we have a trend line that we need to go tap. Okay, BTC USD. Look at the daily. The daily is giving some type of consolidation, but it's showing some type of higher low also. But it's still giving us that bearish push. So we either see today close bullish and that bullish push resume, or we can see consolidate and we have that bearish push back down to that level we are still expecting. All right, so that is all for my chart breakdown. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I want to see if I can start making it shorter. Nowadays, it's getting longer. So I would see how to make it a little bit short. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Ask questions. Schedule your meeting with me if you need me to answer any question one-on-one. And I'll be glad to hold a session with you for free. And that's all for today. I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.